Well, I'm going to be respectful, but let me say a few things really quickly. I'm a community organizer. I've been organizing for the past 24 years since I was a teenager. I'm originally from Jersey City, New Jersey, but I've been in Brooklyn the past 20 years. How you doing? And I'm the product of a single-parent household raised by my mother alone. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about?
I know.
Unfortunately, few of us know what I'm talking about, but thank God for my mother who came up from the South in South Carolina. Any of y'all from the South out there? South Carolina, my family are proud geeches. Y'all know what that means. We eat a lot of rice and chicken, right? That's right. Well, my mother came up north. Like many of us came up north from the South, from the Caribbean, from Latin America, from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She came up to this part of the country looking for more opportunities. And she met my dad, and she had me, and unfortunately things happened, but thank God my mother had the wherewithal, in spite of the fact that we were tremendously poor. I literally grew up on welfare, food stamps, and government cheese. And you all remember the government cheese, right? The big long boxes with all the numbers on it. And you would have grilled cheese for breakfast, ham and cheese for lunch, and on special days we had macaroni and cheese. Remember that? Amen? Yes, Lord. But if it wasn't for the grace of God and education, I would be standing here today to be able to talk with you all. And when I got to college, and I went to college because of a financial aid package, I got to college because your generation, elders in this room, y'all who struggled in the 40s and 50s and 60s so that young people could have these opportunities, y'all made it possible for people like me to go to college. And I feel, yes man, absolutely. Absolutely. And part of the reason why I've dedicated my life to public service, giving back. When I say public service, I've done everything from extensive Hurricane Katrina relief work. Y'all know what happened 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, Katrina. Myself and many other younger people went back and forth to the Gulf Coast doing relief work. I work around affordable housing. I know there's some members of theory here. I support 100% what theory is trying to do here in Ingersoll Walt Whitman, because New York City should be for everyone, not just the wealthy in the city. Am I right, you all? We need to make sure that Ingersoll and Walt Whitman and Farragut and all of our housing projects are taken care of. Y'all realize, how many of y'all live in Walt Whitman and Ingersoll? Y'all sit on 11 acres of land in downtown Brooklyn. This is valuable real estate. I was given this flyer about the route that's happening tomorrow. You better believe that I'll be out there just like I was out there when y'all had the Valley, that PS 67 a couple of weeks back, supporting you all. That's important. Brooklyn is for everyone. Am I right? That's the work that I do. I also do work with young people. How many of y'all would agree that we got some issues we need to deal with our youth today? I saw some of y'all want to put 2 hands up, y'all put your legs up too, right? And you want them to pull their pants up while we at it, right? Well, it's one of those young people who used to wear his pants down to his knees. I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? I don't do it anymore. Clearly, I got a belt on today. Ladies and gentlemen, clearly, right? However, we are not going to be able to deal with the issue of young people being out there on the streets. We had an anti-violence forum just on Monday at Brown Memorial Baptist Church. We had a full house, and everyone was asking, what are we going to do with this issue of violence with young people? If the schools are not educating our young people properly, if there are no summer jobs, have y'all noticed all the young people once again out on the streets? How many young people were not able to get jobs because of the lottery system?
That's right.
If the new restaurants that are popping up in Fort Greene are not even hiring young people in the community, are y'all out there with me? Y'all out there? If we don't have community centers that are open, look at that community centers that are sitting on the corner of Myrtle and Prince for the last 7 years. That's supposed to be for young people. And it's still not open. And so what I'm saying, as someone who wants to be your congressman, understand I will be sent to Washington, D.C. I will have access to federal dollars. You better make sure I better make sure that I bring that money back to Fort Greene so we can have something for young people, so that you as elders do not have to be afraid of the young people walking the streets out there. Because they're not going to pick up a gun, they're not going to fight. In fact, they'll start pulling their pants up if they actually have a high school diploma. They'll start pulling their pants up if they actually think that they can make something out of themselves, if there's a job opportunity, if there's business training for them. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? If there's actually a community center or after-school program to go to. This is important. I also want to speak to you all as seniors. My mother is 65 years old. She retired a few years ago. My mother started picking cotton in South Carolina at the age of 8 years old. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. She has been working her entire life. She comes from a family where there was a mother and daddy, 4 girls and 1 boy. My mother said sometimes they were so hungry they would take a bottle of syrup and pour it into a little bowl like that, and they would eat that for dinner. That was dinner. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's poverty, y'all.